Hey everyone, this is Ryan, and in today's video we'll take a look at adding a image instead of using the default text in a gallery for priority. This way allows us to save on real estate and show more data in the gallery. And what we will also do is show you how to add a tooltip as well, so that users can just do a mouse over and know exactly what these icons mean. Especially if they happen to be new to the app that you just built, and it just provides more context to your gallery. The first thing that we want to do is take a look at our gallery and see where we want to add priority. So we already know that priority is a bit difficult to fit in and show, low, normal, high, and with the title at the top too, the header. So what we could do is show it on the left side here. So it's an easy indicator for users to see if it's, a high priority task. So what we'll do is start to shuffle around our gallery a little bit. So what we will do is pad to the left the subject, and we'll move over the subject as well. So we'll do about 35 pixels because we know our priority icons will be about 25 by 25 pixels. That's pretty good size for the apps here. So what we will now do is we'll actually add another component to our gallery. So I'll add, and I'll look for the image icon here, or image component, and I'll drop it in. So once you drop it in, what you should do is just resize it. Since we know our images are going to be quite small, so we could do that here. So we'll just do 25 roughly. Oops, it's a little bit too big. And we'll scroll down, bring it down slightly. You might have to go in and adjust the size here. So we'll just bring it down the Y about 4 pixels around there. And then what we will do is when you're on your image, you'll see the option for the image drop down. Now I already have the images in place, but if you need to add a new image, you just click add new image, and then you'll see your options here, and you'll see them at the top. Now, one thing to keep in mind is there's a lot of places where you can grab images from. The Noun project is a good one. That's the one I use quite a bit, where you get a lot of icons that you can use in your apps. It's very useful, and you can change around the colors directly on the site and export them. In this case, I do have them as PNG files. So once you add all your images, you'll see 3 of them located here for priority. Of course, if you're using this for something else, you can have 2, 3, 4, however many you want. And all we need to do is we're just going to assign one of them for now. We're just going to say it's high, just so that we can see the location of it and adjust it accordingly. So what we'll do is probably just up it 1 pixel. So we'll change the height, or sorry, the Y position to 3, and that should get it into its proper location. So at this point, if we click on the image, what we could do here is we can go to the image property, and right now it's high priority. But what we can do is take that out, and we'll say switch. And what are we going to switch on? We'll switch on the priority field within the gallery. So since we're in a gallery, we'll say it's this item dot priority. And then from here, what we will do is for our first condition, we'll say priority tasks. And if it's high, we will say that it's going to be the high priority image. Okay. And then we could do the same thing for normal and low as well. So I'll select the other options here. So we'll say if it's normal, we'll say that it's a normal priority image that we have here. And then for the last one, we will find the low priority option here, and then we'll display the low priority icon. Now, we know that it's going to be one of the 3 because priority is required in our system, But if you don't have a, let's say, another option, or you need a default image in the switch statement, that's what you could do right now. Let's say that if it's, there's no other option, we could say that the default is going to be normal priority. So we'll add that here. So now if we make that change, you will see if we go down and play our app, you'll see how the priorities have been updated based on the option that's selected on the individual task record. And here, if we add a new task, we'll just say task for demo, and we'll say that this is high, and we'll push it out to Monday and click add. And when we do that, we'll see that located down here. So that's a simple way to show images instead of text, just to gain back some real estate in your galleries. Now, the other thing that you could do is sometimes if there's new users and stuff like that, they may not know what these icons mean. So there's a simple way to handle for this, and that's actually just by going back to here. We could copy this whole switch statement so that we don't have to recreate everything, but you can also add a tooltip in. So tooltips provide a great way to just provide more context of what this image means. And tooltips do not have to be static, and they can be conditional based off of, for example, which priority has been selected in the task. So here, even though we're showing images right now, I'll just swap these out, and I'll just say hi. And we will say normal, low, and then for the default, I'm just going to put normal here. So now, if we go back to our app, press play, and just do a mouse over, you'll see that we have the various tooltips appearing for each of the icons. And if we happen to switch to another account here, you'll see how it just shows relatively quickly. It's very simple to do, and it just gains you back that real estate that's so precious on the screen, and you just have to be very careful of what you include.